probably don't think much about bats. We're in the middle of winter, but biologists sure do.
The bats are hibernating right now, so it's a good time to see and study them. Fox 13's Todd Tanner recently got an exclusive look inside a protected bat cave and joins us tonight in studio. Todd, what was this like?
Hey, that's right, guys. Well, the cave we are talking about is in Logan Canyon. It has been closed to the public for nearly 20 years to help protect the bats that live inside. Now, a small team of biologists go inside once a year to check on the size and health of the bat population. And this year, I got to tag along with a camera so you could see inside as well. Over the water and through the woods, to the bat cave we go. There's a friendly-looking sign on the way.
I think they're really cute.
To an unfriendly-looking entrance. The gates, which went up in the 1990s, are now unlocked once a year. Leading the way, Adam Brewerton.
Bats live in the cave year-round, but we have the highest numbers in the winter while they're hibernating.
He's a biologist for the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources.
The bats are just really sensitive to noises and lights.
For those reasons, we'll be whispering for a while. The plan, count bats as we travel deeper into the earth. In most places, the cave is high enough to walk through. There are a few places where you have to get on hands and knees. And when you do, you've got to be careful not to bump into any bats.
They will roost low on the walls sometimes.
Some bats sleep solo, some hang on to each other.
This is a cluster of Townsend big-eared bats. You can see the big ears, which is how they get their name. Sometimes you'll see them with the ears extended.
Other times, the 2-inch ears are curled up.
I think it's like just thermal regulation.
They're the cave's most common bat, living here year-round.
There's 2 big brown bats tucked up into this crack. Big brown bats are a different species than the Townsend's big-eareds.
They're almost impossible to see.
There's probably some unknown other percentage of cracks that have bats in them that we just won't find. So we call it a count, but it's more of an index.
Another migrating species, a Myotis, with its tiny ears, looks like a mouse with wings.
My count is at 207 so far.
Deeper into the cave, there are fewer bats and running water, which muffles the sound of voices, freeing us to talk a little louder.
We came in about 3/4 of a mile, and the open airspace of the cave continues for another 3/4 of a mile.
What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, so we've found about 240 Townsend's big-eared bats. I think the low count was actually 19, and that was in 1990. In 1991 is when they closed the cave.
But the rebounding population has a threat, a fungus that lives inside caves and can grow right onto bats. The result, an often fatal condition called white nose syndrome.
This is one that we're going to make sure to take a sample of.
The virus is found in 38 states. Traveling bats can carry it from one cave to another, but it's not been found here yet. Testing for it is fast to minimize the disturbance.
So their body temperatures are very close to ambient temperature right now, and their metabolisms are really, really slow.
A quick swab, a few notes, and the humans are gone for another year.
What an adventure.
Yes, it was.
Fascinating.
Well, this year's count came in at a little under 300 bats, and you might have noticed in the video that we're not wearing a lot of gloves or masks, a lot of protective gear. The bats are, as you saw, really, really inactive. They don't carry rabies not at the large numbers that people think they do.
Yeah.
Adam informed me on that and a few other things. One of them being that, the term blind as a bat.
Yeah.
Well, the bats actually see just fine, and that's why we had to keep the light levels pretty low in the cave. Would have loved to show you some more of that. But the bats see pretty well. They do use their echolocation to navigate through the cave when there are no lights there or to go hunting at night.
That is interesting. Did you wake up any of the bats, or were they all just frozen to the cave walls?
They were right there. The testing that happened really quickly. It was a gentle swab on the bat. The bat never woke up or moved much more than what you saw in the video.
Boy, and when they do find this fungus on the bats, what does that mean for the ecological system that the bats are part of?
Fortunately, we don't have that here yet in Utah, but in other places, particularly in the eastern part of the country, That virus has wiped out, that fungus has wiped out, some cases, maybe as many as 1 million bats in a single population.
We want to keep that out of here.
Yeah.
Numbers. All right. Very cool.
You didn't
Glad
see-
you made it out alive.
You didn't see Batman or Robin in there, did you?
No, Bob.
comment.
Nope.